We're back. What's good, everybody? Drew here. Welcome back to our YouTube lessons. So I've had a lot of fun the last few weeks hanging out with everybody, sort of getting back into our regular rhythm, but unfortunately, things with the virus are ramping back up. So we want to make sure that we're being cautious and safe. So at least for the next 2 weeks, we're going to take a break from meeting up together and just do YouTube stuff. Good news is we have experience with this now, so it's not anything new, anything crazy. It's just kind of, okay, I guess we got to go back to the old way of doing things for a little bit, but we will be back soon. So more than anything, I guess I wanted to explain a little bit or give a bit more insight as to why we were talking about the stuff we've been talking about the last 2 weeks. So if you remember the first one, we talked about how heaven is better than earth and how we needed to determine where our focus was. And the way to do that was to determine what it is that we value. The second week, we asked ourselves, okay, well, now I know where my focus is. If it's not on heaven, how do I shift my focus? And we looked at sowing in the Spirit and doing things that were intentionally doing things that were focusing on Christ and focusing on heavenly things, and letting that be the way that we shift our mindset from things of earth to things of heaven. Well, I guess I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight this week as to why I thought it best to focus on those two topics these last few weeks, and hopefully encourage you guys to continue forward in your pursuits of Christ. So, generally in my day-to-day, I've just been wondering myself, like, okay, where is my focus? What is it that I'm truly valuing? How do I shift my mindset? And it all just came out of a realization that, this world is passing away. Just having another moment where it's just like, oh yeah, that's really real. And that came from, stuff going on with the virus, stuff going on with Black Lives Matter, and just the racial tension that's going on in this world, and I guess my own questions about government and politics and stuff that's going on. It just really made me realize, okay, this world is not going to be here forever, but Christ is coming back. And in that reminder of Christ's return, it just really made me think, okay, what stuff really matters? What stuff should I really be investing in? What stuff's going to last whenever, that trumpet sounds and, this earth passes away? What stuff's going to be eternal? And through that, it's just kind of made me shift my own priorities as far as being more intentional about spending time in prayer, spending time in the Word, just the way I interact with people, the choices that I make as far as, how I spend my free time, which I'm realizing a lot of stuff centered around free time. Yeah, but just making me think about, okay, is what I'm doing focused on ministering to people? Is it focused on getting the love of God out there and showing people that love of God, and hopefully having that conversation about Jesus? And even for me, just wondering, okay, how can I have better conversations about Jesus or initiate those in a way that's effective? And stuff I'm still figuring out. But I still thought it was good for me as, I guess, a youth pastor to remind you guys, even at such a young age where, there's a whole lot of life perceivably ahead of you, to keep your focus on the stuff that really matters. So in this time where we're still kind of uncertain about what's going on with COVID, I guess what the game plan is, just want to encourage you all this summer especially to really spend that time investing in the things of God. Spend that time investing in prayer and reading the Word and applying the Word to your day-to-day lives, man. I don't know, just overall being more focused on Christ, being more focused on the world to come, the age to come, Jesus coming back, rather than the stuff of this world. And even more importantly, sharing that knowledge of Christ with other people, sharing the gospel with other people, letting people know about who Jesus is, the love he has for each and every one of us, and the importance of, getting that message out there. Whether or not people accept it is on them, but let it not be because we didn't share. Let it not be because they didn't hear, because we didn't preach. If that makes sense, I think there's something in Romans about that. Now, there are good things that are in this world, don't get me wrong. It's just making sure that they don't become more important than the things of Christ. They don't become our priority. So that's really it. Just want to encourage you guys to be investing in the things that are important and using the things that you have right now to glorify Christ. And I truly believe that if you guys seek him out with that and are genuinely asking the Lord questions on how you can be improving and how you can be a better light for him, he's going to show you ways like that, and it's going to bless your soul and it's going to blow your mind because God's cool like that. So yeah, that's basically it for this week. Just continuing encouragement and love to you guys. On Friday, we're going to meet up for a live stream game. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet, but I will get that information out to y'all soon. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Friday on Zoom at 2 p.m. So it's like we used to do before, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. We're just going to kind of go back to the same structure that we had before. So Zoom meetings, 2 p.m. on Fridays. It's going to be for at least the next 2 weeks. Hopefully not much longer, but we'll see. Anyways, love you guys. Really appreciated seeing y'all these last few weeks, and on Sunday mornings how we come together for community group. That's always fun. It's always a blast. So just praying for y'all and encourage you guys to keep pursuing Jesus. Peace.